This project was designed and built by students, architecture students, landscape architecture students. We worked with students in civil engineering and biosystems engineering. We all came together to come up with the idea for the new Norris House and the landscape. I've lived here for almost a year. One of the strangest things about living here is knowing that the water that leaves the house as gray water, so the water from the shower, the bathroom sink, and the washing machine is actually going right out into the landscape and being treated there.
The rainwater from the roof is collected. That is collected in a first 400-gallon cistern, and that will overflow out through underground piping to a second cistern, and that's out near the vegetable gardens. Now that cistern also overflows, and that overflows to a series of terraced rain gardens. And if that overflowed, which is rare, and our resident Valerie has not observed this happening to date, that would go into kind of a swale filtration at the back of the site that then ties into parts of the community. So there's an understandable conservativeness in some regards when it comes to human health and safety. So the difficulty is not necessarily the science of it, but it's about all the people who are involved in changing what has become commonplace.
It was very interesting that the project leader for this construction had to go through so much regulatory and permit process to actually make this a legal system. But there are tremendous advantages to it. For one thing, the city of Norris, that's less water they have to treat. The second advantage, of course, is the irrigation component. We can make a very nice greywater bed that's going to be very attractive to look at.
I hope that projects like these will spark interest in the regulatory world, that we can look at how we could do these things better.
Well, I just returned the American Institute of Architects National Conference, which they have each year. This project, the new Norris House, was selected one of the top 10 green projects in the US this year. But I think the true test of this will be how we understand 10 years from now what the students who are involved in it are doing and how they're working on the issues that we undertook here.
So the experience of living here has been amazing. The house itself is so beautiful, and on the inside, my favorite thing about the house is the lighting. There's so many different windows, and so it captures light all different times of the day, and throughout the seasons it changes. Having this really clean, uncluttered appearance inside the house, I think, is what my big takeaway that I will hope to have in future places that I live.
The intent is that someone can take ownership of it the first of the year, so this will be January of 2014, so 5 years from the seed of an idea to finding a way that we've really learned from this and hopefully can continue to learn from it as someone chooses to make it their home.